What's going on YouTube? Today I wanted to do a VOD review of one of my favorite Street Fighter 6 matches of 2025 so far. First off, we have Psycho, who is qualified for EWC by playing in Street Fighter League with Team FlyQuest, versus Nephew, who just qualified for EWC at the Mix-Up. Now they're both in top 8 of Blink Respawn, trying to secure a spot for Capcom Cup. Now what's really cool, not only is there just great gameplay behind this match, there's a little bit of a story that we got going on here. Both of these players have been training partners with Punk. Nephew with Punk when he lived on the West Coast, and now Psycho with Punk that he lives in Florida on the East Coast. So we kind of have this little, unspoken rivalry here. The commentators of this match pointed that out. It's so cool. We got the West Coast versus East Coast, both training partners of Punk, both qualified for EWC, trying to crack into Capcom Cup. But not only that, they're also both character specialists. Psycho, I haven't seen him on any other character other than Kimberly in a competitive environment, and I've seen Nephew dabble in Mai and Ed, but always kind of falls back on this Jury. Now, even though Jury is the $1 million character winning Capcom Cup 1, and Kimberly's really received nothing but buffs since the game's released, neither of these characters are considered top 1 or even top 5, really. I mean, there's a lot of characters people would put over these two characters, yet both these players have stuck with these characters for the entire lifespan of the game, and it's really played off. I'd say committing to the character the way that these two have has led to them being able to play at this high level that we're going to get into. So let's get into it. Now, notoriously, I would say that Jury kind of beats up Kimberly, but I don't know, man. It's a new game. It's a new season. Let's kind of see what happens. Something that is really great about this match, Psycho really loves to use this sliding kick, and he's just catching Nephew with these whiff punishes and making him pay for it, going into a new double can setup, and just absolutely chipping away at that health gauge, cornered into death. Psycho really using Kimberly's movement speed and really great buttons to just punish Nephew for whiffing. Let's see if Nephew can get something started. Interrupts that Kimberly pressure that you do not want her to get away with, but Psycho is just going to level one out, try to get some momentum back in the match. That's safe. Catching him, and now he's in burnout. This is going to go into a huge combo. He goes for a cheeky reset into the level 3. This is huge damage. This puts Psycho in a great spot. I'm really curious to see what he does after Kimberly's level 3. Is he going to play it safe? Jury has full critical art, but he's still, no, he went right in. Even if he got critical art, he's not going to die. Let's apply that pressure. He needed one hit. Nephew's going to drink some Coke. I don't know if he should be really having this sugary drink. Maybe some water would do him a little bit better. We do have ads, I'm sorry. What's going on with this quality? Okay. Okay, and Nephew kind of getting a whiff punish of his own, trying to keep up the pressure but backing off, trying to bait something out. And Kimberly, her heavy punch is so buff now. It's just so buffed. You really have to hold that pressure. What it used to be kind of fake in the earlier versions of this game. Now her mix is pretty real. And Psycho's still going for these resets, trying to make sure Nephew's caffeine is working there. Oh my goodness. And it just seems like every guess Psycho's going for is working out. And that's kind of how this game, it's very snowball. Psycho taking full advantage of this. But Nephew is a professional. Let's see how he can come back from this. Kimberly doesn't have any cans to kind of extend that level 1 and goes for dashing up, maybe overextending just a bit, and Nephew not letting that slide. Huge call out with punish. Let's see if we can keep it up. Alright, low on drive gauge, takes another throw. One touch is really going to kill Kimberly. Oh, and there you go. Psycho would really love to have a 2-game lead over Nephew in this game. This is a first to 3 set. And look, something you want to notice about Psycho, he's not doing these full screen run slides. He is doing the regular slide. That's a little bit safer now. He's not doing full screen teleports. Anybody who's a Kimberly main, watch how he plays. He's using her incredible movement speed and not doing too much of the gimmicks. Doing a little bit, he's doing trying to use that overhead to mix up a little bit, right? But playing so solid for this character that I feel like a lot of people online play so scrubby. He's respecting the Jury Fireball so much, which usually would kind of shut down a lot of her pressure. And nope, just walking in and out of that range that Nephew might be wanting to play at, and whiff punishing. And Nephew's kind of having trouble adapting, but like I said, he is a professional. Let's see what goes on. Now in Burnout, not letting Psycho get a free jump in there. Using that slide so effectively. It seems like Nephew really just doesn't have an answer. And it's hard. It's hard, man. And they're playing offline, too. And it's still hard to react to that slide and kind of have an answer for it. Earlier in one of the Sagem slams, I watched Nephew do a incredible match against Diaphone's Kimberly, where he really showed off that he knew how to play this matchup. But Kimberly is a character that you can play kind of different. Everybody who plays Kimberly kind of has their own style. Diaphone, Zycles, Psycho, these top tier Kimberlys, or these high-level Kimberlys, all play just a little bit different. So even though Nephew really showed his knowledge against Diaphone's Kimberly, seems like he kind of doesn't know what to do against Psycho's Kimberly here. So getting right back into it. Going for a reset there with the grab. And just getting these throw loops in. Going for pressure. Both drive gauges looking pretty healthy here. A nice counter hit. Kind of tying up the life lead a little bit. Now, Psycho just wants to hop right out of there. Trying to go for a drive rush in, but gets interrupted, but gets right back in. No, they are just trading their health, their drive gauge. They're just keeping it even. Even though Psycho is up 2-0, I wouldn't say that Nephew is necessarily doing anything wrong. And here he goes. Let's see. This is the kind of momentum Nephew's going to want to get. He's down 2-0, but I'm sure he's seen himself in scenarios like this before. Both of these sponsored players, both in EWC, trying to get into Capcom Cup. Nice. This is something that kind of comes up a lot, I feel like, in Ranked. For me, getting a hit while your opponent is jumping, and then, kind of having to adapt. And Psycho is so... He doesn't try to overextend. He recognizes the scenario and just goes in for some safe jab pressure. But Nephew going for that immediate jump medium punch. I mean, these two are just... I keep saying the word professional, but I don't know how else to describe it. They know what to do in these scenarios, and it's just so cool to see. I love watching matches like this. And look at that extension, man. Just beautiful. Master class, world class for both of these characters. Tried. Nephew finally going, you've done it. This is your third time going for this reset. I know what you're going for now. I'm going to go into this level 2 of my own. Maybe do my own kind of reset. Nope. Let's just keep it clean. Has a way to... Oh, he didn't have level 1, but he did go for a safe jump. That was a rough spot for Kimberly. Being her EX Tatsu is a little bit better now, but it's definitely not a invincible DP like a Shoto would have. But then think it over. Take a breath. You guys are playing at the highest level on a world-class stage, trying to get into one of the biggest tournaments for this game. Shouts to Blink Respawn, putting on a nice little event. Okay, Nephew so good at stopping Kimberly. Kimberly can change up her jump because she can go for the elbow, and Nephew is still punishing all attempts of Psycho trying to take it a little bit more aerial. And I just want to say, Psycho, he's not going for step kicks, he's not going for teleports, he is using the run effectively and kind of just changing up his timings of when he's going for strike and when he's going for throw, and it's just being so effective. But Nephew might be able to tie it up 2-2. Oh, look at the health here. This is such a good option. You don't really see pros go for a DI, but look at the health if he would have to perfect parry here. So Nephew's really hedging the bets against, show me you can perfect parry this. And with the new perfect parry change, he would have to do it standing. When he was in a crouching position, he blocked the fireball, gets thrown here, crouching, hard to stand, get the perfect parry. If he did drive impact back, it would have killed him. So just Nephew not going for quite a checkmate because there is an answer, but really just hedging his bets. I love that Kimberly stand light kick. So good there. Kind of just traded to a neutral scenario for them. Wasn't quite enough to completely check it. Nephew just drive rushes right back in. Trying to find, maybe look for a whiff throw after that drive rush jab. Just EXDP out. Both of them, okay, yeah, even drive gauges. Going for throw loops here. Both of them going for a backdash. Pretty funny there. I don't know if Nephew thinks that Psycho's maybe going to like level 1 here, because he doesn't really have a ton of great options. But maybe just going for a spacing trap, spacing it out with that stand medium kick. Sorry, I don't want to have too much audio going there. And Psycho actually opts for a tech there. I mean, he took many throws and did a backdash. Kind of time to go for another option now. Beautiful perfect parry, but it didn't quite work out. But here we go. These guys are also playing. They're staying so clean, but so fast. I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute here. Just trying to get everything going on. There's so many little micro decisions constantly going on. This is high-level Street Fighter, man. This is the game that we love. This is the game that we play. Nephew not letting Psycho get that checkmate scenario there. He had the level 1, but still just letting it rip. He said, you know what, man? You're burnt out. Go ahead. Get another. I have another game to play with, even if you win here, even though he doesn't want to be down. He doesn't want to tie it up 2-2. What the heck is going on here? He said, I'm a little drive rush happy. He's got his finger on the trigger. Let's see what he was trying to call out for. So Nephew did press something, round start, but it was just too much. I think we're getting into some spoilers here with the ignore the end of the video. Okay, let's see a full screen. I kind of want to see why he goes for a full screen can setup here. Because it's not really real. Maybe he's trying to go for a burnout, trying to make Nephew move. If you sit there and block that can, it's going to do a huge chunk to your drive gauge. So now he's looking for burnout, going for that EX overhead. Nephew going in, trying to use offense as a defense here, not letting Kimberly burn him out. Going for that level 3, blocked, and that's going to be it. Psycho so happy to move on. Nephew going home. He played great. A little disappointed in himself maybe, but you just won the last major, man, and now you're top 8 in the next one. Only 27 years old. Psycho from Florida moving on. Now this was a tournament that already happened. We know he didn't win this one, but this was great showing. Like I said earlier, Psycho would qualify for EWC through Street Fighter League with amazing performance. He was really trying to make a mark on a tournament that he did by himself without a team, and he got, I believe, 4th place in this tournament. So shout-outs to Psycho, shout-outs to Nephew. Thank you guys for watching. People they're getting so good at Street Fighter, man. The matches have been so fun to watch. Evo's this weekend, check it out. Let me know in the comments who you guys are excited to be watching. Do you play Kimberly or Jury? You're going to want to watch this again. Repeat, rewind, watch, copy these guys what they're doing because they're doing it right. Catch you guys in the next one. See ya.